Hello everyone and welcome to a tutorial on the micro framework Flask. Flask is a framework similar to Django, however it's more lightweight in that it doesn't have all of the third-party support and functions that Django might have. It's a lot more lightweight. So to get started, we're going to create our virtual environment. To do so on Windows, it's going to look like this, and then I will have the Mac version on the screen. So while we're waiting for this to get created, I will copy my command to activate the virtual environment, which on Windows will look like this, and similarly to before, I will have the Mac version on the screen. So now that we have our virtual environment installed, we're going to install Flask, and if you were on Mac, you are going to do pip3 install Flask. Okay, so now that we have that created, we are going to create our file that Flask will be running on. We'll call it main.py, and we're going to start off by writing from Flask import Flask. Okay, so now that we have Flask imported, we need to create an instance of the Flask app, which will look like this. So our instance of Flask called app. Now we want to use that instance to make a route. Making a route in Flask is very simple. What this route means right here is that it is a route of the app instance, and it will route to the default page when you open up our website. So in this route, we want to define a function. We will call it home, and it will return a simple h1 tag saying hello world. Later on, we will learn better ways to render pages in h1 and HTML with CSS, but for now that is the simplest way to get something on a page. So now that we have our first route, we want our application to actually run. So we will do the most simple way of doing it, which is if name equals main app.run. Okay, so now that we have our file fully done, let's run our Python file. Python main.py, and let's see what we get. Okay, so you can see here we have our developmental server running on our local host. Let's click it, and you can see here we have hello world running on our computer. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want a more in-depth look at Flask, please let me know. Thank you and have a good day.